Hello, my name is Katie and this is Interactive Concept 1, Gummy Bears. So for this one, I have 3 gummy bears, each placed in a different jar. Each jar had a different environment. This one is just my control gummy bear with no water, nothing in it, just regular gummy bear in a jar. And then I have another gummy bear, which I placed in a saturated solution of salt water. So I put enough salt in this tap water until it didn't dissolve anymore and placed the gummy bear in there. And then I have one more gummy bear, and this gummy bear is just in regular tap water. So I kept them actually overnight. So I placed these all in their respective solutions overnight, so about 10 hours. So what happened here, what I observed when I woke up, was the gummy bear placed in water, actually, I wasn't able to get it out of the water, but what looks like it almost exploded. So it's just one blob in the water right now. So it either dissolved or exploded, or a little bit of both. And then I have my saltwater solution, where this one shriveled up again. I wasn't really able to get it out of there without just kind of damaging the gummy bear and getting it all torn up. So this gummy bear is actually, it's just a little shriveled piece in there that actually also looks like it dissolved a little bit too. And then my control obviously just looks like a regular gummy bear. So for this experiment, it didn't work as well as I wanted, I think just because it did dissolve, and it's possible that gummy bears don't actually have as much gelatin as they should, and if you were making a traditional gummy, you would have really simple ingredients and gelatin made from bovine as opposed to like maltodextrin and some other things that they make gelatin from nowadays. Anyways, it did still kind of work, and what the point of the experiment was to demonstrate osmosis, which is the movement of water molecules from a solution of high concentration of solutes to a solution of low concentration of solutes through their membrane. So they have a semipermeable membrane. So what happens is you have one that has a hypertonic solution, and that's when the two solutions compared, the solution that has a higher concentration of dissolved solutes exerts a greater osmotic pressure, which is called a hypertonic solution. So when we had the salt water was actually the hypertonic solution. So that's when the greater amount of solutes moved out of the actual gummy bear. And then we also have hypotonic solution, and that solution has the lesser dissolved solvents and exerts a lesser osmotic pressure. So what happened was we have our distilled water. So the sugar in the gummy bear acts as a solvent. So gelatin holds this semi-solid solution inside the gummy bear, which is also why I was saying I don't think it worked that great, is because I'm not sure how much gelatin is actually in these gummy bears anymore, like true gelatin. The gummy bear itself acts as a semi-permeable membrane for the solution inside. So when the gummy bear is placed in tap water, like this one, the gummy bear has a higher concentration of dissolved solvent, sugar, and thus the water flows into the gummy bear through osmosis. So it should have been more just inflated. It's possible it both dissolved or exploded. 10 hours may have been too long, I'm not sure. But anyways, it should have swelled up because the greater amount goes into the gummy bear because there's lesser inside. So it's just through osmosis. When the gummy bear is placed in the saltwater solution, like so, how it's shriveled up, it's placed in the hypertonic solution. So the water flows out and the gummy bear deflates. So it's lost all of its structure, and it did deflate. You can kind of see, I'm not sure, let's see. You can see it more of a deflated little shriveled gummy bear in there. Much more so than in the water solution. So the experiment, it wasn't wasn't as clear as I would have liked it to be. I think if I made my own gummy bears out of true gelatin so that the gelatin actually held the structure a lot better, the experiment would have looked a lot better. But this is basically demonstrating osmosis, hypertonic solutions, and hypotonic solutions, and the flow of solvents through a caged barrier, which was the gummy bear.